that particular matter. That's why he headbutted him. These are huge insults in the Middle East. So if you say, you know what you are? You're the offspring of an incestuous relationship where your mother was seduced her father, and you're what came out. Nasty stories about Ammonites and about your neighbors. I'm not saying it's good or bad. The Bible's a great book. Why? Because it doesn't make its heroes into perfect people. These are people with you know, real people with feet of clay, and the storytellers are real people, and they have a lot of fun sometimes. So that's a nasty story about Judah in any case. In any case, the Yahweh stories tend to be southern stories, the Elohist northern stories. So we come down to the end, and then, you know, Joseph has two sons, right? What are their names? Ephraim and Manasseh. Who's the oldest? Manasseh. But when Joseph is giving the blessing, he puts his hand on Ephraim's head, and or Jacob, pardon me, is giving the blessing. And Joseph says, "Oh, dear father, no, you got it wrong. Manasseh should get the blessing." He says, "No, what I have done. Ephraim gets the blessing." You don't even know what Ephraim is. Ephraim's big in the prophecies. Ephraim is the principal tribe of the Northern Confederation. That's why he has the blessing. Ephraim is the tribe of guess who? Who's the son of Ephraim? Moses' servant Joshua. Joshua is a descendant of Joseph through the son Ephraim. And Joshua, when he retires, according to the book of Joshua, retires to the highlands of Ephraim. Ephraim is the big area. The prophets know that. So if you read Amos, Micah, Hosea, they're always talking about the north as Ephraim. Because the other tribes aren't even very much. Ephraim is the big tribe of the north, and something you've never heard of. All you basically, mostly you've heard of is the 10 lost tribes of Israel. That's the north. Why are there 10 tribes? Oh, because Joseph got a double portion. Joseph got a double portion because one of the tribes was left out. Who was the one that was left out? Levi. But Levi became the priest tribe. Those are the Moses people, and they are not only the lower priesthood of the Levites, but the high priests, the Kohanim, and so on. All this is in Exodus. In any event, so Genesis brings you down to Joseph. Then you go down to Egypt, and you come down, well, I should have said that you have the patriarchs before Abraham coming down from Adam to Noah. And then everyone's wiped out, so Noah becomes the father of all mankind. You have some nasty stories in Noah too, don't we? Noah is a nice guy, but then when after the flood, he gets drunk too, as I recall, because he's a vintner, supposedly. I'm going to keep you a little late here, because I just want to get through some of this material so we can move on to Daniel. So Noah's a vintner, and because you're a vintner, you must be drunk. So then the same thing happens. His sons. You're not supposed to uncover your father's nakedness, according to the Bible. So Shem and Japheth, they go in like this and throw a cloak over their dad, so they won't see that he's naked, drunk with his sexual parts hanging out or whatever. But according to that, Ham, but really Canaan, who's supposed to be Ham's son, and they say in the story, let Canaan be accursed, because for them, Canaan went in and did something to their dad when his sexual parts were exposed. See, this is very, very earthy, so you don't teach this to 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds. This is for grown-ups. Well, the point is that the Canaanites were considered descendants of Ham. That's a nasty story about Canaanites, that they were so into sodomy that they would actually, pardon me, can I be crude? Screw their own father. That's how bad they were. Because it's not even presented as a curse on Ham. It's presented as a curse on Ham. So the story ends with, "Cursed be Canaan, and he shall, but great are Shem and Japheth," and so on and so forth, and so on. And you can read how the story ends. So you get the patriarchs after Noah, but the Old Testament's only interested in following the chosen line down to their own patriarchs. So they follow the patriarchs down to these 900-year periods till we get to Abraham. Now, Abraham, then some interesting cycle of stories. You get constantly descending groups of people. Shem is the father of the people from that point on, the Semites. Abraham then becomes basically the father of the Hebrews. The Arabs, if you like, can justly plug into Abraham, if you like, as Muhammad puts it, through Ishmael, who is the brother of Isaac through bondservant Hagar, an Egyptian. And the Bible is very big on genealogies. Most of those are Elohist genealogies. So you always stories about Abraham, which are fairly repetitive, and then you get Elohist genealogies and things about Abraham and his descendants, etc., etc., etc. So then you come on down, and the Bible, by the way, doesn't prefer people, because Abraham is presented as a total weakling, isn't he? He's not a great guy. What does he do? Two different times. When he goes down to Egypt, or supposedly is the Philistines, which is an anachronism. Philistines didn't come in the country until around the 1000s. He says he's afraid they're going to kill him, so he says, "This is my wife. She's my sister." And the Bible excuses him, so she really was his sister in a way. She was related, etc., etc., etc. Okay, fine. He's not really lying, supposedly, but he's a coward. And then what happens is, in the first presentation, Sarah goes into Pharaoh's actual living quarters, and they cohabit, and Pharaoh copulates with the mother of the Hebrew people. And then God sends plagues on Pharaoh, and then Pharaoh calls Abraham and says, "What have you done to me?" And then Abraham says, "Oh, she's really my sister. I'm really my wife. So, how come you lied to me?" And so on and so forth. So he gives him back to him and gives him gifts. That's how Abraham gets rich, because he basically sold his wife to Pharaoh. Supposedly, I don't believe that story. The next story is, I don't know if it's Isaac or Abraham, I forget, but Pharaoh sees them from a window, or Abimelech, the Philistine, can't remember which, I have to read it to you. And Abraham has told him that it's his sister, and he sees them fondling each other. And the ruler had already taken him into his household, but he hadn't yet cohabited with her. And then he comes out and he screams at Abraham and says, "Why didn't you tell me it was your wife? I might have cohabited with her, and therefore I might have incurred a huge sin upon myself." So that's a little bit even more